Let me guess. You get paid, you pay bills, maybe grab a coffee, and poof, half your paycheck is gone. Again, sound familiar? What if I told you that 40% of us can't even cover a $400 emergency? Not because we're broke, but because we keep making the same 10 money mistakes. You're not bad with money, you're just stuck in a cycle. Maybe you've tried budgeting apps, spreadsheets, even swearing off takeout, but nothing sticks. I get it. But what if I showed you exactly where those sneaky little leaks are? Like the $5 habit that drains $2,000 a year. Or that one mistake that's keeping you trapped in debt. Stick around. Mistake number 3 might just change how you see your daily routine. Let's fix this today. Mistake number 1, not tracking expenses. Alright, let's get real about the number 1 budgeting mistake that's quietly draining your bank account. Not tracking your expenses. You think you know where your money's going, but you really don't. You might tell yourself, oh, I spend about $100 a week on groceries, $50 on gas, no big deal. But guess what? Your brain is playing tricks on you. There's even a name for it, spending blindness. A fancy way of saying you forgot about all those tiny purchases. The 4 lattes, the random Amazon impulse buys, the quick Target runs for just one thing that somehow turns into a $50 cart. A 2019 study from Cambridge University found that people underestimate their daily spending by up to 40%. 40%! That's like throwing half your paycheck into a black hole and just shrugging it off. So, how do you fix this? Track every single dollar. No exceptions. Use budgeting apps on your phone. No spreadsheets, no stress. Or try this. The 3-day tracking challenge. For 3 days, write down every single purchase. Yes, even that $1.99 app subscription. I promise, you'll panic when you see the truth. Take Sarah, for example. She swore she spent $100 a week on groceries, but after tracking, $230. Turns out, those harmless $5 snacks and I deserve these candles added up way faster than she thought. If you don't track, you're just guessing with your money. And guesses don't pay bills, fund vacations, or save you in an emergency. So grab your phone right now. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And stick around. Because mistake number 2 is the reason why 40% of Americans can't handle a $400 emergency, and you're probably making it worse. Mistake number 2, ignoring emergency funds. Now, let's talk about the second biggest mistake, leaving millions of people just one flat tire away from disaster. Ignoring emergency funds. Here's the brutal truth. Life is going to punch you in the wallet. Your car will break down, your dog will eat something weird, and if you're not ready, you're stuck putting it on a credit card and drowning in interest. The Federal Reserve says 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency. 40%! That's nearly half of us walking a financial tightrope with no safety net. Why does this happen? Because we tell ourselves, I'll save when I earn more, or it's just $500, I'll figure it out. So how do you fix this? First, start small. Forget the whole 3 to 6 months of expenses rule for now. Aim for $500 as soon as possible. That's your oh crap fund for life's surprises. Open a separate savings account. Literally call it do not touch or life's plot twists. Even $20 a week gets you to $500 in 6 months. Emergency funds aren't about being rich, they're about being ready. Every dollar you save is a middle finger to life's chaos. Start now, right now. Open your bank app and move $10 or $5, whatever you can. Do it. I'll wait. And stay tuned, because mistake number 3 is the reason that innocent $5 coffee habit is secretly robbing you of $2,000 a year. Yep, you heard me. Mistake number 3. Underestimating small purchases. Time to expose the third mistake that's quietly stealing your future vacations, dream gadgets, and financial peace of mind. That's daily coffee, the Uber Eats cravings, those it's just $10 impulse buys. They're not harmless, they're financial assassins. $5 a day equals $1,825 a year. Let me say that again. $5 a day adds up to a vacation, a new laptop, or half a car payment. But instead, We blow it on stuff we forget about in 24 hours. How does this happen? Because your brain tricks you into thinking it's just $3 or I deserve this. A 2022 study from Bankrate found that the average American wastes $1,500 a year on unplanned small purchases. That's not pocket change, that's life-changing money. So, how do you fix this? First, name your enemy. For 1 week, track every non-essential purchase. Coffee, snacks, app subscriptions, every single one. You'll gasp at the total. Then, create a fun money category. Budget for guilt-free spending. If coffee makes you happy, awesome, but plan for it. Spending $50 a month on lattes beats $200 a month on random forgettable crap. My friend Jane, for example, she swore her occasional Uber Eats orders were no big deal. Till she tracked them. Turns out, she was spending $80 a week on delivery. 80. By cutting back to just twice a week, she saved $240 a month, enough for a weekend road trip every quarter. Small purchases aren't evil. Ignoring them is. You don't have to give up your coffee. Just stop letting it hijack your goals. Pull out your phone right now. Open your Notes app. Type Day 1, coffee $5. Lunch $12. Do it for 3 days. I dare you. And don't go anywhere. Because mistake number 4 is the reason 90% of budgets fail within a month, and yours might be next. Mistake number 4. Setting unrealistic goals. You know how it goes. I'll never eat out again. No shopping. Zero fun spending. And by day 3, you're binge ordering sushi in your pajamas. Sound familiar? Here's why this always backfires. Your brain hates extremes. Stanford researchers found that this all-or-nothing mindset actually triggers rebellion. You restrict too hard, then snap, and blow $200 on Amazon. Let's break that cycle. Instead of banning everything fun, use the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income for needs, rent, bills, groceries, 30% for wants, Netflix, tacos, weekend getaways, 20% for savings and debt, emergency fund, credit cards. I learned this the hard way. I swore off restaurants cold turkey. And what happened? I caved and spent $300 on DoorDash in a single week. Ouch. But when I switched to the 50-30-20 method, I gave myself $150 a month eating out budget. No guilt, no binges, just balance. Budgets shouldn't feel like jail. If your plan feels miserable, it's not the right plan. Mistake number 5. Forgetting irregular expenses. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Birthdays, car registration, that annual Prime membership that sneaks up like a ninja. These costs aren't surprises, they're inevitable, but somehow we act shocked every single time. Let's do some quick math. If you spend $600 a year on car insurance, that's $50 a month you should be setting aside. But what do most of us do? We ignore it, then panic when the bill hits. Why does this keep happening? Because we're wired to focus on today's problems, not next month's. So how do you fix this? 2 words: sinking funds. No, it's not a fancy finance buzzword. It's just breaking big annual costs into tiny, manageable monthly bites. Here's how it works. List every irregular expense: birthdays, holidays, Christmas gifts, car repairs, vet visits, Amazon Prime, all of it. Divide each one by 12. Save that amount every month in a separate account, or a labeled envelope, or a digital saving bucket. I'll give you a personal example. I used to forget about my $600 annual car insurance bill every single year. It would hit my account like a sucker punch. So I finally started saving $50 a month in a little car stuff fund. And when the bill came around, I paid it. No credit card, no stress. Mic drop. Here's the truth. You're not bad with money if you forget. You're just human. But now you know better. Mistake number 6. Not adjusting the budget. Life doesn't stay the same. You get a raise, move to a new city, groceries get more expensive, gas prices do that weird thing where they jump 30 cents overnight. And yet, most people stick to the same budget they made back in January. That's a problem, because a budget isn't a tattoo, it's a living, breathing plan. Here's what happens when you don't adjust. You overspend in categories you didn't see coming. You miss opportunities to save more when your income goes up. Or worse, you start resenting your budget because it doesn't fit your life anymore. So, how do you fix this? Simple: quarterly budget check ins. That's 4 times a year. Every 3 months, sit down, take a deep breath, and see if your budget still makes sense. Here's what to look for. Did your income change? New expenses? Daycare, rent increase, pet insurance because your dog is a professional shoe destroyer now. Old expenses that disappeared? Finally paid off that credit card? Gym membership you haven't used since April. Here's a visual. Picture your January budget. It's clean, organized. Now picture your July budget with daycare costs, summer trips, and inflation creeping in like a raccoon at a picnic. They shouldn't look the same. When I got a raise last year, old me would have instantly upgraded my life. Fancier dinners, gadgets I don't need. You know the drill. But this time, I updated my budget to save 30% of my income instead of 20. And you know what? Hello, new couch. Hello, stress-free savings. A budget that never changes is a budget that fails. It should grow with you, not trap you. And don't go anywhere. Because mistake number 7 is the one that makes budgeting feel totally pointless if you skip it. And it's the one I bet you've been overlooking too. Mistake number 7: no clear financial goals. Look, if your budget is just a list of numbers with no purpose behind it, guess what? You're gonna stop caring. It's like going to the gym without a workout plan. You'll wander around, maybe lift a dumbbell, hit the treadmill for 7 minutes, then leave, wondering why nothing's changing. Same with your money. Your brain needs a reason to save, to spend wisely, to say nah to those impulse buys. Without it, you'll blow through your cash, and that budget you made on January 1st, it's gathering digital dust by March. So how do you fix this? Set SMART goals. Yeah, it's a cliche for a reason, because it works. Specific. What exactly are you saving for? Measurable. How much do you need? Achievable. Can you realistically hit it? Relevant. Does it matter to you? Time bound. When will you reach it? And here's the best part. Goals don't have to be huge. Maybe it's $500 for a weekend getaway, or paying off your credit card by Christmas, or building a $1,000 emergency fund so your car breaking down doesn't wreck your life. The key: write it down, visualize it, track it. Now, real quick, before you scroll away or open TikTok, drop in the comments one thing you'd save for if money wasn't stopping you. Would it be a trip, a house, a new tattoo? I want to see it. I'll read every single one. And next up, we're tackling the mistake that makes people lose track of cash faster than a magician at a kid's party. Mistake number 8 is a game changer. See you there. Mistake number 8, relying on memory. Now be honest. Have you ever taken out cash, spent it somewhere, and later been like, wait, where the heck did that $20 go? Yeah. Same. Here's the thing. Your brain is terrible at keeping track of tiny money moves. You might remember the rent, the car payment, the phone bill, but at $5 coffee, the random ATM fee, the cash you handed your friend for pizza, gone. Poof, vanished into the financial void. And those little leaks, they add up. Not overnight, but quietly, like a sneaky subscription you forgot to cancel. So what's the fix? Stop relying on memory. Start recording everything. Today, just for one day, track every dollar you spend. Coffee, snacks, parking, cash tips, all of it. I swear you'll be surprised where your money's quietly leaking away. Mistake number 9, ignoring debt. And if you've been avoiding your credit card balance like it's a horror movie, yeah, this one is for you. Listen, debt doesn't sit quietly in the corner. It grows. It multiplies. It's like a financial gremlin. Feed it a little interest, and boom, it doubles overnight. Let's talk numbers real quick, because this part stings. If you owe $5,000 on a credit card at 22% interest and only make minimum payments, it could take you over 20 years to pay it off. 20 years. And you'll pay way more in interest than you borrowed. Yikes. So how do you fight back? You've got 2 solid strategies. Number 1, the snowball method. Pay off your smallest debts first. No matter the interest rate, it builds momentum. Every time you crush a balance, it's a win. Feels good. Keeps you going. Number 2, the avalanche method. Focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first. It's mathematically smarter because it saves you more money in the long run. Pick your fighter. Doesn't matter which. Just start. Paying off debt isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. If you've got debt staring you down right now, here's your move. Pick a method, make a plan, and start today. Even if it's $20 extra this week, it's progress. And if this is hitting home for you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. I've got tons more practical, no BS money moves coming your way. Mistake number 10, not reviewing progress. Look, making a budget is great, but if you never check on it, it's basically like setting a GPS, then driving with your eyes closed. You'll crash, guaranteed. Here's what happens. You make a plan in January. It feels solid. But by July, life's changed. Bills shifted. Prices went up. You forgot about that wedding you promised to go. Now your budget's a mess, and you don't even know it. This was me. I used to set up my budget, get all fired up, and then totally ignore it for months. One time, I realized I've been spending double my takeout budget for 3 months straight. Why? Because I never bothered to look. I was basically hoping for the best, and spoiler, hope is not a strategy. So here's how you fix this. Set a monthly money date with yourself, your partner, your dog, whoever. Once a month, sit down, look at what you spent, what you saved, and what went totally off the rails. It doesn't have to be complicated. Light a candle, grab a snack, play some chill music. Just check it. A budget isn't a one-time thing. It's alive. It needs attention. When you stay on top of it, you stay in control. The 10 budgeting mistakes that have been holding you back and how to crush them. Let's do a quick recap. You're not bad with money. You just needed to track the sneaky expenses, build that emergency fund, and stop letting small purchases hijack your goals. You've got the tools now, but here's the truth. Budgeting isn't about living like a monk. It's about choices. Choices that let you enjoy that coffee and save for Paris. Choices that turn panic into peace when life throws a $400 curveball. Remember, every money master was once a beginner. You've got this. Smash that subscribe button if you're ready to take control. Till next time, go make your budget work for you. You deserve it.